And we're live.
Hello and welcome every pony to the CloudsDale Cafe, where magic is always on the menu. I'm your host, Ragin Pinkie Pie. We have Nick, who runs the stream. Nick.
Oh, what? Wait, I was saying something. I thought you were gonna keep going. Jeez.
No, we're introducing each other again.
Take two, clap.
Yeah, take two. All right, we're turning off the stream. No. Keep going.
Okay, that was Nick, everybody. CallMeDash is next.
Hello.
We have Cinnamon Top, aka Steampunk Scootaloo.
What's up?
And our guest for tonight is Spittfire, who is not here right now, but she will be here very soon. But that's later in the menu. It's time for some news. So,
Alright.
So,
you guys all been looking up at Equestria Daily, keeping in touch and everything since Season 3 is not out?
I don't even go to Equestria Daily, so I have to wholeheartedly say no.
Well, I've been looking around. There's not that much on it, but I saw something where they're saying December 4th is when Season 3 is going to come out. So
Really?
I'm not holding anything to it because I'm hoping it's coming out in November. But I can dream.
It just kicked me out of the call.
well, anyway, I thought that was the release date of pretty much the DVD that had the first episode and the first episode of Season 3 as well as some other episodes from Season 2 and 1, I think.
Yeah, so I think it should be coming out before December 4th, the season, so they wouldn't release the DVD on it, so it's got to come out sometime in November. Hell, even October would be nice.
Hey,
but,
it's September!
hey, yeah, I hear everybody's like, it's coming out on the 22nd, yes! No, they won't. So, yeah. But oh well.
Well, that's kind of disappointing.
It's always disappointing. Because wasn't it like, what, last year, September 21st?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know.
it's
That date come by, you're just gonna go, ah, damn.
I really started watching the show in the middle of season, actually near the end of Season 2, 2 weeks before the end.
Yeah, the middle of Season 2 is when I started, too, so...
Yeah, same. Well, kind of in the middle of it, too, actually.
It was around, it was before, December, that I can tell you that, for me.
Yeah.
Well, I started watching around March 2012, so...
I pretty much I saw the shit on YouTube, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna start with Season 1, because I am hip.
Of course.
Other than that, there's merchandising popping up left and right now. I've seen t-shirts at Walmart, underwear, all sorts of shit. And yes, there is no underwear for a man that's 20 years old. Disappointing.
You'd think they go for the demographic.
You would think they would. So, other than that, there's t-shirts. Everything's... The age group is like all, the appropriate age group for My Little Pony, but for everybody out there going, what the appropriate age group is like 14 to 22. No, not to Hasbro, because they still can't make the toys right. They still look like the old generations.
Which fucking sucks!
It always sucks.
But I hate it, though, because whenever I go to Walmart here, well, not here, I don't even know where Walmart is in Welland, but back at home, I always looked, can never find any blind bags, can never find any toys, except for one creepy-ass motherfucking Rainbow Dash. Baby, you creep me out, it's just staring at me, too.
I'm going to rape your soul.
No,
Come
it did
closer.
Oh,
Yeah,
Lord.
it did that side arrow rape.
Side rape.
Creep me the fuck out.
Don't you mean me, Miro?
Sure. Anyway.
But
Yeah.
other than that, I mean, they have girl backpacks and all that, and hell, there's even a watercolor set. I'm like, I've never been big on painting, but shit, watercolors, sign me up. There's no way I can lose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just dump water on it. I'm done.
Well, I got some interesting other stuff that's going on. Daniel Ingram has confirmed that Season 3 is going to be quote-unquote awesomer than ever.
What?
And yeah, he posted this on his personal Facebook and said that I'm not gonna lie, I'm very stoked for MOP season 3 that is airing in 2012. Has been one of the busiest years yet for me. I'm excited to say that I have written a ton of new songs over the past years on a few different projects. Summer is wrapping up, but the new season are around the corner. I'll be posting links and official info here as usual. So basically, Daniel Ingram is getting really busy in terms of music for this season 3. So I'm pretty sure there's going to be much more songs than in season 2. And I'm also expecting the Applejack song that, quote unquote, they actually promised that they're going to, step it up this time.
She's not a background pony. I'm just gonna say this now. It had better be awesomer than the others because it's half the episode, so it better have had twice.
And they're not going to be an hour long either, so oh well.
Yeah.
And they're going to come out every other week.
Oh, really? I forgot about that.
Most likely they will, because there's only 13. They're only going to do 2 episodes a month.
Oh, really?
That'd be BS if they did that.
Well, that's kind of disappointing, but...
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe they're already working on season 4. So that we don't have such a long wait between seasons.
No, they'll probably go back. Instead of having 13 episodes for season 4, they're probably going to go back to, the 26? Yeah, 26 it was.
I think that they're going to release it once every week, but they only made 13 episodes because they think the world's going to end on December 21st.
Yeah, like the last episode, September. Actually, no, wasn't it? It was September. It's September. I mean, December 12th that the world is supposedly going to end at 12.
No, I thought it was December 21st.
No, it's 12, 12, 12.
No, it's supposed to end on the 21st because that's when the Mayan calendar ends.
I still
No,
think
it ends on 12, 12,
I still
12.
think that's when the...
I know this because this is before my birthday and I'm pissed.
Aw, you're not going to be a man.
Yeah, I'm not going to be an 18-year-old. I can't have sex.
I know that the end of the world
Wait, the
is
12th is on a Wednesday. We're fucked.
I know the end of the world is all important and all, but what's important right now is ponies. And
All I have to say is, if the fucking world ends on the 21st, there'll be no My Little Pony episode. Because the next day is a Saturday.
That's what makes the world... That's what makes everyone worry.
Dun, dun, dun!
At least to me.
Talking about something that physically possibly cannot happen, so...
Yeah.
So, yeah, the documentary on Everfree has just been finished. Music is
long
magic.
enough.
And it's already on YouTube. And it's about 30-something minutes long. So, yeah, it's pretty... It's a pretty big...
It's something you can watch.
Video. It's something that, yeah, you're just going to watch later on, and if you're interested.
If I wasn't there, I'm not interested.
Well, it's actually, it's for those who don't know, it's a full documentary dedicated especially to musicians of the fandom that just popped up, just based around all of the guests of Everfree Northwest. So it is basically centered on Everfree. So it's pretty cool that, like, the musical aspects of the shows are actually being digested the way that they are, because it's so big and massive that they actually had to make a documentary for it, separately.
Well, I'm gonna say that Everfree was very fun. I did get to meet a few people there. It was actually a little bit overhyped because they had it in 2 hotels. It was about like a quarter-mile walk from each hotel, so it wasn't that bad. But it was up a hill, and
Hills.
The only highlight that I can really give from that event is I talked about DeLoreans with the guys of Equestria Daily in a shuttle going from one of the hotels. So.
And that's all you talked about. Cars!
Because we saw a DeLorean in the parking lot. And I was just like, oh, hey, look, a DeLorean. And everyone in the shuttle bus just exploded into, oh my god, DeLorean.
That's because they're awesome.
We'll go back in time. It's like every DeLorean, does they have a flux capacitor in it? No!
It's got a crappy Renault engine, but that's...
Exactly.
They're all nerds.
0 to 80 miles, 0 to 60 in 2 years. Yay!
Well, speaking, earlier we were talking about, stuff in Walmart and whatever. There is a massive, you guys remember, there was a big poster of all the villains?
Yes.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, well, Walmart actually did a high resolution poster, of all the villains. It's around, get this, 23,000. Oh, wow. What? It's 23,611 by 15,278 of resolution.
Jeez, that's a big one.
That's nuts.
It's massive.
Now I
It's
wonder
about
if
the size
it'll
of my
fit on the
American
wall.
flag.
That's like, dude, you can wouldn't that be what is it called? A wall mural?
It would be a wall mural.
In fact, you could make that the wallpaper of your room.
Mm-hmm. You can make that your floor. You can make that your floor mat, your rug.
Shit, if you have a glass, if you have a table with a glass over it, you could put that inside the table.
Yeah, that would be pretty sweet.
Villains.
That would actually be a badass table.
It would be.
Turned into a vinyl at a paint shop company and put on your car.
Still looking for one. But other than that, there is a costume, a Canterlot Royal wedding costume for Halloween. So
Really?
apparently it's Cadence, but I'm looking at it and it doesn't look like Cadence, so boo. It just looks like you took a regular generic princess outfit and threw a horn on it and ears. That's it.
And a half covering thing.
Yeah.
Man, it
Like,
still looks cute. If I had a what are you gonna say?
On those those jumpsuit Halloween costumes, and they have the fake shoes at the bottom. It's kind of like that, but except for your hands.
But yeah, it still looks cute. If I had a daughter, I'd force her to wear it. You're going to school wearing this.
Daddy, I don't like it when you're like this. You're gonna wear it.
Don't worry, you're my favorite son.
Boy. Speaking of, I'm gonna go a little bit local here. I actually found on Facebook a group of bronies. They're hanging out in my country. It's called My Little Pony Puerto Rican Bronies, and it's pretty awesome. I mean, they're well organized, and they even have a huge banner of their group, and they do a lot of events and meetups and stuff, but it's halfway across my country and I can't drive over there. I really wish I just could, and all these people are awesome because they just post a bunch of news and stuff, mostly about the toys, oh, there's this toy in this shop here, and it's the vinyl scratchers are coming up in these Walmarts. It's actually pretty cool because you actually get to know where the merchandise is flowing, and it's really cool. I'm actually gonna see if I can just talk to them and see if they can just help out our show and support, because it's a small group, but it's very active and everybody's really supportive. When somebody posts a comment or a post or whatever, it's chock full with likes and comments, and it's very active and looks really fun.
That actually sounds really cool.
Texas bronies. So
I got nobody. I'm all alone.
why does Florida not have a group?
If I knew how to make one, I would have made one already.
Go on meetup.com and you've got to there's a certain on Meetup there's a certain group of the groups of the brony groups, and I don't know, but I think you have to send a request to them, and then you have to gather up a crap ton of people. It's really difficult to do. apparently.
Hold on, the chat's freaking out because we got some Floridians in here apparently.
Yeah.
I told you, bronies are everywhere in Florida. We
They're
got
pumped up.
Spittfire. I believe there's a few tumblers out there that are from Florida. So, go Florida.
Then there's
Go
Canada.
Gators.
Go Texas.
Go Taters.
Canada's better. Don't care.
Aw, did we wrestle up your jimmies?
Nope, because Canada's better.
So, has Hasbro made any good plushies yet? No.
However, Build-A-Bear might be doing that, actually.
That is true. If you go on there and lie and say, I want MLP. Well, they have a uniform, but does nothing look like it. So that's the closest you could get. You could either spend, what, $300 on a plushie on eBay and pray to God you can buy it. Or you could vote on Build-A-Bear and try to get them to come in. Because I will go there, pay the $30 to build a goddamn bear, and have everybody stare at me while I walk out holding a plushie.
I'm actually applying to work and Build-A-Bear. I'm not
That
kidding.
is awesome.
I just filled up the job application. I'm gonna send it.
You gotta make a dead zombie bear.
What?
I'm hopefully.
Here you
I
go,
can
you
get the
five
job.
little.
If not, my sister can, and I'll tell her. Can you just steal toilet for me? Thanks.
I would just,
I'll pay
I would
for
just
it.
like, I would just like walk in there, just like a wallet, just like chock full of money, and then I'd just be like, "Hi, I'm gonna buy 20 ponies." Wait, what? Don't ask, just do it.
But we only carry 6. I want double.
Yes, but I want them. But I want them in different dresses, and
No, I couldn't. The only dresses they would wear is the Grand Galloping Gala dresses. That's it, really.
Yeah. So there will be like 6 ponies, 6 normal, 6 with the gallons.
Or in a soldier outfit.
Yeah.
Rainbow Dash
Well,
soldier
And
outfit.
Rainbow Dash in the Wonderbolt's outfit.
Okay.
Talk about other random merchandise. There's like a paint with watercolor set, and for those who wanna get more of their ponies arts and crafts, it's actually a little book, and you just use watercolor and just paint the ponies.
Can we talk about this? No. Well, I don't know.
I'm not
Well,
sure.
you said something about it.
I said something, but I don't think it was really well put. I'm just like, I'm like, I can get watercolors now. Yay! Something like that. Oh well.
Well, isn't it really just like you dip the paintbrush in water and then you just like run it over that?
Yeah, and the paint's been
Yeah.
embedded in the. Yeah, it's where you can't fail unless you're like retarded or something. I don't
Where
know.
you can't fail unless you're using Coca-Cola.
Or you dump all the water on it at once and it just
So
goes.
isn't that kind of actually? I mean, like you'd think that would work, but really that would just make the book all soggy.
Oh man.
So I have paintbrush.
Yeah. In other random merchandise, there's like in clothes. Well, there's underwear.
We talked about this. I
Girls.
opened it. I opened it with that underwear bit.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yay! Okay, what about the comic? The comics already being what? Pre-ordered? You can pre-order it.
Pretty sure, yeah.
Yep.
I'm
I
just
didn't
gonna
hear
go to
about
a
this
local
one.
comic shop and they're probably gonna have it. So
Mm.
I did not hear about this one.
you didn't hear comics?
No, I didn't hear about the comics. Tell me about it.
Oh well, pretty much. Who is making the comments? Really?
I can't remember.
Comics. God damn it!
You have the news page up, don't you? Go look at it.
I can't look at it.
Though I
Well,
can't remember who's.
It's what 20? No, I think it's 12 issues, and each issue turns into a giant page, like a giant poster. You know.
Mm.
It's been out for a while. It's been out for like I think a month or so, but other than that, it's another step forward, really, into our fandom because I would have to say this show will die it will die one day.
Mhm, yeah.
Glorious death. A glorious death in battle.
Filled with explosions and women.
Explosions and ponies and rainbows.
Yeah.
But
Saxon Hill.
the only thing we're gonna have to look back on this is is DVDs, YouTube, comics, and
Double
DeviantArt,
rainbow.
and fanfic.
Well,
Fanfic's going to keep this generation alive. It's really going to keep this generation alive.
well, you can also look at the games too, because just
Well,
recently,
yeah, fighting is magic. We forgot
yeah.
about fighting magic.
and actually, the Hub actually released 2 new games. Well, at least one that I already played. I didn't play the other one yet.
Oh, they released games?
Yeah,
Nice.
I saw them on Equestria Daily. But yeah, like they're pretty fun. They're a little addicting, yeah. But one game that's fan made, which I'm kind of stoked about, is called Equestria. It's like if you're a fan of like the dungeon crawlers and stuff like that, it like from the looks of things, it will be really good to play for you. Because so far I've seen the pre they're only in pre-alpha right now, so they got really nothing. But the thing is that they have so far Earth ponies, Pegasi, and unicorns, and the unicorns are OP as all hell.
Of course. It's magic.
I guess, but still. But yeah, it looks really interesting. Although to be honest, I've always found the 3D rendered kind of pony looks of the ponies have been a little bit off. Mainly probably because just the 2D looks a lot better in general. But yeah, like I do, they're all right, but I just don't like them that much.
We'll have to get used to it to some point, but
Yeah.
I'm not gonna. I'll share with you guys later after the show in the after show the most abomination thing I found last night, which I almost lit my computer on fire. It's the worst thing, and everybody will see this. I promise you, it is the worst possible thing. I had nightmares. I could not sleep, but you guys are gonna see it.
Is
On
this
the
the
after
best manga
show.
ever?
No, not the best manga ever. They
All right.
will never hear about this.
Okay.
Okay, we made.
Great, now they know about it.
Well,
Yeah.
What are we gonna do now?
Let's. You want me to do the quick summary of it?
No.
No.
We'll do a reading of it.
No.
We'll do a reading of it one time.
A dramatic
Okay, fine.
reading
I
by
will-
A
Ragin.
dramatic reading, actually. I think we'll either.
I promise you, someday I will read it, I will be disturbed for a couple weeks, and then I will do a dramatic reading of it.
No, me and Nick did it, and we were both fine. We said, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, I went to
Every
bed.
10 seconds, every 10 seconds, because it just got worse and worse and crazier and crazier. And then we were just like, it's okay.
Eventually, I got that hysterical
once
laugh.
you go through the first couple of horrible pages, like you'll sort of get used to it, and then at the end you'll be like, all right,
I'll just say this: walking fish. The end.
yeah.
And science.
Giant snakehead.
And science.
Lot of science. I mean, too much science. But yeah, I'm actually pretty excited over the game because there's been a lot of game projects going on.
That have
6
died. Some games have actually died, but I can't wait for this game.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
sometimes I really
I
wish.
think-
Sorry,
Mhm.
what were you gonna say?
I think that the ones who are most active are main 6, and they have been just really working hard, and hopefully it's going to be a really good quality.
It's gonna.
Bye.
Seeing the trailers, it's gonna be amazing.
Yeah. You were saying, Nick?
Though yeah, like this kind of this makes me wish I was like in a bit of in the older generations. That way, I've already been through at least a year or two more of college in my game development program, and then I'd have more knowledge of making games.
You'll be
make
making
my
Flash
own.
games.
Yeah, Flash
Then,
games. Fucking.
there's also, Equestrian Dreamers. They're making the My Little Investigations.
Oh yeah, that's
Oh.
right.
I haven't heard about that actually. Explain.
My Little Investigations is basically like Ponified Ace Attorney. That's mostly what it is.
That's
Yeah.
actually really
That's-
cool.
Yeah.
Also, Turnabout Storm released Part 3 Twilight's story, which
Cool.
is awesome.
Oh, so I thought it was part 4, and I was like, I haven't still gotten around to it, but it's not part 4.
I like how they did that. They kind of had two different kind of They had two different sides of the story of Part 3, which I really liked.
Yeah. I haven't seen the second part, but
Yeah, well, it is like Turnabout Storm is like really long. It's like an hour and a half, like for 3 parts, and then the 4th one.
Speaking of other stuff that's been going on, I mean, there's a lot of conventions going right after the other. I mean, you got Canterlot Gardens, which have already announced that they're going to have Hot Diggity Demon and a bunch of musicians. And they're also going to have a cosplay panel.
Ooh.
Wow. Wonder what that's all about. Might get some good...
Finally.
Ooh, excuse
Get
me.
some good Applejack and some good...
Yeah.
So,
I love the Applejack cosplays are just phenomenal.
They are.
I mean,
well, mostly because it just mostly involves trying to look like Daisy Duke. But one thing that
Or
one
just
thing
wear
I
blue
can really
jeans.
say, well, yeah. Well, when I went to Camelot, or not Camelot Gardens, Everfree Northwest, there were some absolutely staggeringly good cosplays. I mean, there was literally a perfect what was his name, hoity-toity cosplay.
Oh yeah.
And of course, there were like 80 people wearing like gala dresses and stuff. And but I mean, some of them were really well made, and I mean the hoity-toity one was probably the best one there because it was so perfect.
Like I'm friends with a cosplayer for like anime and stuff like that. Him and his girlfriend, as well as several of my other friends, and they put in a lot of work into their stuff, and it comes out just awesome. Like
I have cosplayed too.
I have to, yeah.
You have?
I have, yes. When I was younger, I went as Vash the Stampede when I actually had longer hair. I was able to blonde it out, stick it up, had the gun, had the outfit, had the boots, had everything, sunglasses, everything. So,
nice.
I loved it. I still have that costume, even though it doesn't fit me anymore, but I still have the gun. It's all metal, 20 pounds.
That's awesome. Where'd you get that?
I could kill
Where would you
somebody
get
with
that?
it.
Well, another
I
convention.
eBay.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Cast iron. It's technically could be made to fire, but I'm not going to do that because I will kill somebody. Even though I could throw it at somebody, it's 20 pounds. It's cast iron.
Right.
It's ridiculous.
So what were you gonna say, Cinnamon?
Yeah, well, in other conventions, EQLA are kind of looking for staffs. And this weird one, I have never heard of this convention, the Silly Philly Con.
Yeah, I have never heard of that either. That's a first for me.
I don't know what they're all about, but
They're just making
sounds
shitty
interesting.
names right now.
Oh.
Silly Philly.
Huh.
Silly Philly Con. Wonder what's that's all about. Might check it out later. Then there's the BronyCon, which there's like an OC voting contest going on.
Where is
And
BronyCon actually take place anyway?
Oh my god.
I don't know where BronyCon's being held.
But they need something more south. They really need everything's happening in the
They need something more north.
West. They need something a little bit more in Canada, and they need something down.
Put it in Texas.
Something around the Tampa, Orlando area would be nice, really, because that's a 2-hour drive, 2-hour, 3-hour drive for me.
Though,
Yeah.
It would be nice.
Beforehand, when we were talking about like cosplays and stuff like that, if you could, and if it wasn't creepy, and I want to see this in the chat too, who would you cosplay as?
Oh,
Shit.
Oh, shit, I can't do my character. I would have to do... Well, I can always get a friend's Super Saiyan hair and just dress up like a Pinky.
Yeah, what's Super Saiyan there?
Wear a pink shirt, some pink pants, and Super Saiyan hair. I'm Ragin.
I would cosplay as Deadpool.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Oh, I thought we were talking about MLP cosplay.
No, we are. He's just gonna cosplay as Deadpool because he's random.
Oh, why not?
Go with everything.
Yeah.
You could go to Deadpool as you could go to church as Deadpool.
Yeah.
And it would still be okay.
I would cosplay as either Flim or Flam.
You know what? The Flim Flam. There was also a really good Flim Flam cosplay at Everfree, and
I just I just love
There's
their
somebody
barber shop look. It's awesome.
I would totally be like whichever one you're not.
Yeah, I'd be the one with the mustache. I think
I'll
that's
be
Flam.
Damn it. I want to have the mustache.
But no, I will be my OC there.
Yeah. Oh, Gamer Scootaloo's backing me up on this one. He's telling me that Pinkie Pie counts as Deadpool. So
Yes, but he says that he would like to cosplay as Tom. So That'd be
Yeah.
fucking awesome.
Yeah, that.
Oh,
Yeah, I
Super
give you
Saiyan
props.
Pinkie Pie does not equal surprise. Damn it! So get a picture of my OC up there.
What?
I'm tired of everybody saying, "Is it your prize?" I'm like, no.
No. What? I'm lazy. I'm not putting that picture up there.
Cinnamon,
What?
can you put it up there?
I don't know. Give me a second. I'll do my best.
Yeah, you have to send her the file.
I have a
first.
picture of
Oh, you
a
do?
Super Saiyan Pinkie Pie that we can use as reference. It looks just like your OC.
Yeah, good. Because everybody's like, yeah.
Unfortunately,
it's
nobody.
Surprise. I'm like, no, Surprise is a totally different character.
Again, nobody on
It's
YouTube
something-
or
It's just my little.
unfortunately nobody on YouTube or on iTunes will be able to see it.
Yes, I've just had. Yeah, sorry guys. Just imagine Goku, Super Saiyan hair, Super Saiyan 1 actually, on top of Pinkie Pie.
That's it.
That's it.
Whoa.
That's it. I gave you the mental image. Now it's your choice to think about it.
I just zoned out there for a second. Like, I got what you said later, but I zoned out there, and all I heard was Super Saiyan on top of Pinkie Pie. I was like, what the f... Wait a second.
What are you doing?
This is a party!
Don't break her.
There you go.
Yeah, that's pretty much. Yeah, Applejack. Yeah, that's pretty much my OC. Pretty much.
Applejack was scared.
Porn? Who put porn down? Boo! Boo! Boo!
Good times. Good times.
Anyways,
It's not surprise.
It is.
to quote Pikmin, holy fuck, that's fucking awesome! You are my hero. Wow, fangasm.
Well, no, I'm not gonna. I'll give you that another time. That story another time. Since technically, all we're doing right now is burning time, but
Eh.
we could.
It's fun burning time.
It is fun burning time. I mean, shit. No,
I mean, what to do? What,
we can get
what
rid of
to
the
do?
picture now. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. I mean, up until recently, there's been having like a big of an issue going on Tumblr with this, you know, everybody here, I'm not sure if everybody here is well oriented on the, you know, Tumblr fandom craze, but there is this blog that's basically responsible for like 99% of the freaking drama that's going on amongst artists, and I'm pretty sure all of you guys know which one it is, and I'm not going to say any names or anything, but it has to do with a lot of confessions. And primarily, it's basically just used to bash on other artists and just do some really hurtful comments. I mean, some of them are actually pretty good that they critique, but others are just plain old bashing, and it
I know.
really
Hmm.
it just and I read some, and it's like some of the artists I know personally, and it sucks.
And some of them just go like, they just go like blah blah blah, copied art style, blah blah blah. This art sucks,
Yeah, like...
and it's like, for God's sakes, no one gives a crap.
Mm.
No one.
Yeah, like...
Absolutely no one.
Single pony.
Yeah, like...
Or person.
Yeah, like my view on this, it's like, okay, if it's not like a, God, what am I looking for? If it's pretty much just like not constructive, if it doesn't make sense, if it doesn't have good spelling or grammar, I can never take it seriously. Like if you misspell a little bit, like if you misspell, like if you misplace you with just a letter, it's like I'm not really taking you seriously. You're not really giving me a reason till it's like, oh, okay, I'll take your word for it. Yes, this is wrong. This is wrong, and I do agree with you with that one. But if you're just gonna be like, oh, you suck, I'm gonna hit you. It's like you can't even understand what they're saying. Then I'm thinking it's like, what the fuck?
Look, I have bad grammar, but you guys don't hate me, thank God.
Oh, that's because you make up for it by being funny.
I try. I only went to a southern high school. It's only the best I can do.
Though, yeah, like, I know a lot of people that type like that, like you, Ragin, as well as...
My grammar is god-awful.
I know, but there's one
oh my
person
God,
that...
it makes
You
you
don't
want
know what a vowel is.
What's a vowel?
The one thing, though, is the person that really pisses me off about it is a friend from my high school. He's a teacher at that high school, and he just it's so sad watching him type. Me and another friend of mine both are like just want to be like picture perfect, and we always correct our, like, whenever we notice that we made a mistake, we always correct ourselves, and then it pisses us both off so much when he misses us. We're saying, "You're a fucking teacher, damn it!"
Wow, you suck at teaching.
Yeah. Take it, he's a biology teacher, but still.
What are you gonna teach me about? Frogs? And the environment? Nobody cares about the environment.
No, they just dissect like pig heads and stuff like that. I don't like that stuff. It's the only science that I didn't take. Anyway, moving on. Anyone else got anything to say?
The thing about the art styles, like, you know, oh, you copy art styles and whatever. You can't. That is something that just happens when people who are inspired by artists and they study their art style. It's something that happens. For instance, the biggest person that's been said that, oh, this artist has been copied by almost like everyone is Crooked Trees, and it's like, really? And let's just say people who have been accused of, oh, you're copying Crooked Trees, are like really good artists like Pigfish and the guy who runs Twilight, the scientist, or the man scientist, or researcher, I guess, has been like, you know, oh, the blog was good until it started looking a little bit like Crooked Trees, because Crooked Trees sort of did that, like, signature eye look, that the eyes look a little bit human, and it's kind of like odd, but at the same time works. And it's kind of that mix of the realistic with the cartoonish art style. Just like Piggyfish does the same thing, but I can immediately tell Piggyfish work from Crooked Trees. I mean, it's not even that close to similar, because they both have a really different way on how they construct their drawings. But in terms of like, superficial, oh, this guy's copying this guy, but you know, it's styles, and you can't really do a patent on a style, because, you know, and it doesn't really hinders the artwork. Some people actually think that, oh, this guy's just another, you know, leeching off another person's talent, and it becomes a shadow of another famous blog. But
imitation is the sincerest form of flattery.
Exactly, but like, okay, if I will take you and all of us, and we have one thing to draw, a flower, and we would all draw it, and we will try to mimic exactly the style and do it, you know, do everything and do it step by step, we would all have extremely different flowers. Because the human being, it's so different, it's so unique, that even if you try to imitate another person's style, you will still have your own personal touch, like your DNA. So,
I mean, even if you trace over it, I mean, it's not going to be the same.
No, absolutely.
You can't duplicate things through drawing.
Unless you use a copier.
True. And that's cheating.
Yeah, exactly.
And I personally, I refuse to believe that someone can copy exactly someone's style. You can make it similar, but you can never do it exactly like the other person. And that's all I gotta say in the subject. And another person that's also been accused of copying styles is also Swagtavia, like all that Slugbug fiasco. I mean,
That's still going on.
I don't know if he's still.
He's kind of done something else, really. It's kind of gone over to steno, or however you spell it.
It's Tenno.
Oh, okay. However, I suck at grammar in general. How did you get through high school?
I did.
It was. I had a girlfriend that helped me, but
I had that one Korean
true story.
Oh, that was actually bad. I didn't even make that joke.
Go to hell. Go to hell.
Yeah, I will.
You're
I'll
boarding
meet
the
you
hell
there.
train right now.
I'll meet you there.
Son of a bitch.
Well,
I'll see you there too.
another thing that I've been. Let's just talk about some of our personal projects that we're doing on the side. I'm helping out a friend of mine with a very good cause. It's called Bronies Give Blood, and it's basically a nationwide blood drive. It's being orchestrated by the current host of Brony Talk, Greymane. Some of you might know him. And the reason why I'm telling you about this is he asked me to be one of the representatives of Puerto Rico, but I sort of declined because I don't really want that position because, I don't know, didn't really fell up to it. But I basically put him into the biggest community on Facebook, which the one I already told you, and they were really supporting. They loved the idea because I read all the comments. It was, awesome. And I said, hey, you need any other help? And he said, we really need a banner. So I said, all right. And he basically said this, have Red Heart in it. And I just try to make a little bit of a quickie design for it, right next to her, just to have just Red Heart, and Nick, if you can, just to show everyone the picture real quick. I'll just.
Where's this
We
picture?
actually got something on that. So hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I want everyone to see it. I already put it on the chat.
Huh.
Alright, so
But,
alright, so this is just gonna be really ghetto looking, but here's the picture here. Done by Cinnamon.
Did you just put that?
Yep, that's right on the stream.
and we're in the video.
Yep.
Okay.
So that even people on YouTube can see it right now. But unfortunately, the people who would be listening, the people who would be listening
We've
by
already
an
said sorry to
MP3,
them.
yeah, unfortunately
Yeah.
can't be able to view it. So
Wah, wah.
Shouldn't we put the links to these things that we show and stuff into the description on the podcast though on the on iTunes?
yeah.
That's the only thing that I can think of.
Well, quite frankly, right now, pretty much, yeah, I'll tell you on the after show.
Alright.
The after show where shit happens.
But yeah, our mixer, Technic Shadow, a project he's trying to get into, since My Little Pony Abridged has been looking for editors, he's been trying to apply for that. So yeah.
Wow, that's actually pretty cool.
Mm.
Yeah, I introduced him to that. I'm like, hey, they need some help because I saw it. Pierce Smolder's Smolder. Ah, damn it, I ruined her name. I'm sorry. Yeah, she put out a message saying that they're trying to get it because I've known it's been going on for months that they haven't done season 3, and she put out a little video saying, well, we had editors, but they disappeared. So, and I really think they have a really good job because it's the Doctor Who's and assistants, Assball Dumbrat is the one that does the perfect Derpy voice, represents Derpy, you guys. So, I love her work. I really, really love her work. And she seems like a really nice girl, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go post this and shit. So, we got Technic Shadow gonna try to do his best to be an editor for that show, so I wish him the best of luck.
Woo, go
absolutely.
Shadow.
Woo! Go Space.
Yeah.
Representing.
Go
Dash.
Space Bros.
Yeah. Anyone else have any projects they're working on?
Well, I got a few.
Yeah.
I'm actually trying to get back together with the whole Steampunk Scootaloo Origins, which I basically told everyone's like, I'm not gonna answer like a direct question, anything relevant about how she got the steampunk wings and whatnot. I'm gonna make a huge story arc that there's gonna be some OCs. Yes, the original characters will appear in this one. Yes, there's gonna be a reunion between the QMI Crusaders and whatnot.
Dun dun dun.
The thing, a specific thing that I just don't want to talk about way too much, but the only place that's actually steampunk is outside of Ponyville, because there's some cool theories about fan fictions and stuff that I read that Ponyville stays generally the same, while other places they advance more. And the biggest place that I can think of is Manhattan, which actually has a lot of advancements, and it's basically a pony version of Manhattan. So it's only natural to assume that Manhattan has gone through the Industrial Revolution and, steampunk forever.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
And while Scootaloo actually managed to go in Manhattan, or Manhattan, I don't know how to pronounce it.
I'm pretty sure it's
Manhattan.
Manhattan,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Manhattan. Manhattan, yeah. Manhattan. Damn
It's just that Applejack's accent just made it sound weird.
Manhattan.
Yeah.
Going down to Manhattan.
Ring ding 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 ding.
Ring a ding ding. Actually, no,
So,
that'd be Las
yeah,
Vegas.
Oh God, no.
No, continue,
Yeah,
Simon.
I don't want to spoil too much, but that's something that I've already made it pretty clear on my blogs, on multiple posts, and people keep asking me about it, and I just gotta direct them to the link. But right now, it's been pretty quiet. I haven't really posted much because I got a lot of schoolwork and blah blah blah.
Mm.
And I also got some other projects, but I'll keep that for wraps. Maybe if I have time, I'll work with them.
Yeah.
Well, can I plug myself now?
Go ahead. Might as well.
All I've really got going is just playing video games and writing the next chapter of my fan fiction, which I have no motivation to do.
Maybe season 3 will help with that.
Honestly, it won't help because that'll just throw more loops into my story and it'll make it harder to write by canon. So, cause I mean, all those stories that started around anywhere before the end of season 2, and then the moment that royal wedding thing came in, everyone had to write in a side chapter or a new chapter relating to that.
Yep.
Mm.
Oh man, that's a really thing when it's come to fan fictions and stuff, because people if you kept a consistency, it's hey, I'm gonna be posting chapter update from these dates to these dates. There's gonna be people that are actually expecting it. You yourself, I myself was sort of I experienced that because I said that I was gonna post in these days, and then people on Tumblr were saying, hey, you haven't posted, and then I just got paranoid. It's oh my god, I gotta post.
Well, because everyone keeps pestering me, you gotta write the chapter, and I try and keep on making excuses, but I can't, because eventually they'll just be no, this is taking too long, and I'm kind of giving up because one slightly famous author is now coming out with a crossover fic that is on the same crossover as mine, so I'm well, I'm screwed.
You better get it done then.
Luckily, he's a really cool guy, so, I mean...
Speaking of fanfics, if anybody was here for the last week, we had Alex, or Rob. I like
Rob
to call
K.
him.
Grand 53.
Yep. The guy who wrote My Little Dashie. So check out that episode if you really like like his work of My Little Dashie, and you will be shocked by some of the things that he has said about it. So I was shocked. So
Yeah, that was actually pretty revealing.
I was like, what? From what he answered, I was like, wow. But other than that,
we're not going to
Here's
spoil
something-
anything. We're going to let you find it yourself.
yep, it's on our YouTube page. If we can get that link up, we also have a Facebook and a Tumblr, the CloudsDale Cafe Tumblr. Yeah.
I already put it in the chat.
Okay, you already put that. It's on that little board going right across the screen.
You're just putting more stuff that we have to put in the description of the iTunes.
I really don't care.
And the perfect picture in the video to go along with it.
Yes.
Well,
Well, if you
whatever.
look at CloudsDale episode 1 in the stream, it's just the raped van with season 3 on it. So
Yeah.
that says a lot about our show right there. You come into this van, you'll never leave. Technically, I'd like to say that's the same damn van in Rainbow Dash Presents Rainbow Factory. Or Rainbow Dash Presents Captain Hook in the back of the gorilla. But, yeah. Get in the van! But other than that, so who was here, and let's just say this for the chat, who was here for our little pre-show gaming?
I was.
Because, shut up.
Why are you so mean to me?
But other than that, if y'all saw Nick do that fucking move where he's like, oh, Rage is in front of us, in-cap him! Well, actually, you didn't in-cap me. Yeah, well, you did shoot me a few times, and then you left me to die.
Yep.
That's why
I'm hugging the
let's
computer.
get it.
I'm hugging the
But,
mic.
Then,
I love you, Agent.
love you too, Nick. Then you saw me, out of the kindness of my heart, save him from that charger and pick his ass up.
Yep.
From the kindness of my fucking beating heart, I could have left you there. I just want everybody to be witness to that. I could have left you there and then laughed at your grave and be like, bitch.
But you don't. But you forgot though. When we were in the helicopter, I was debating if either shooting you or the tank,
That
and I
was
chose the
most
tank.
Ever. I would have taken a flight, gone to Canada, killed you. Well, not killed you, but have broken your legs.
Oh boy.
All right.
Fun
I
times.
would've- him.
Okay,
Yes,
this is
I
for anybody here like who is interested. We also have a Gmail. It's
We do?
yeah, we do. It's CloudsDale Cafe at gmail.com. And if you guys wanna, I don't know, post some, if you guys wanna submit some news, any projects that you guys want us to either promote or just, talk about them, just give us anything you guys think is either relevant for the community, what's going down, cool stuff.
Damn it, Shadow.
And we will try to, talk about them on the show. And again, it's just write down CloudsDale Cafe at gmail.com. And yeah, it's just like a way to just communicate with you guys, tell us what you think about the show, anything that we would rather change or improve upon, any comments or and whatnot. And yeah, it's just basically to make the show better and provide more content, and just something that to make a little bit of an interaction with our fans, because I know that there are people that actually like our stuff, and we got fans, so why not give them the opportunity to actually provide content for the show.
I kind of hate to cut you short here, but Phillies and Gentle Colts, Spittfire has arrived.
Hey,
How are you today?
Fantastic.
What's going on?
just got back from seeing Paranorman for the second time.
Cool.
How was that?
I saw it a second time in theater, so it was pretty damn good.
Never saw those paranormal movies.
Nah, neither have I.
Yeah,
Am I too sheltered?
I'd say you were probably the least sheltered out of all of us here.
Yeah, I got blown up. I came back, and now I'm doing a show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He kind of has. Yeah, he kind of has to be sheltered right now. Fun times.
Oh well.
So,
Hey, Spittfire. Can I ask a little quick favor?
What's the favor?
It's something real simple. Can you just on the chat? I posted a link through to the Tumblr post. Would you mind just reblogging it wherever?
No problem.
Yeah, thank you.
While we're asking
So
favors,
that everyone can see.
sorry,
While we're asking-
what are you gonna
God.
say? I'll let you finish before I ask my favor.
Yeah. I was just saying, asking more favors. Oh God.
Oh. Well, hey, Ragin. If it's
Yeah?
not too much trouble, can you go back in time and kill Hitler for me?
Oh,
Seriously.
of course, I can't do that.
Alright, thanks.
I'll do that. Don't
Thanks,
worry about
man.
it.
Bros.
I'll go build
That was the Doctor
DeLorean.
Who episode.
I'll go get the DeLorean, the flux capacitor, and the plutonium because Mr. Fusion hasn't been created yet. In a few years. Then I'll go back, kill Hitler, say Nick wanted me to, and then I'll come back and be a hero somehow.
Alright, sweet. Thank you.
All right. So
Means a
who
lot to
wants
me,
to
man.
kickstart the interview?
I will go ahead and do that.
It's
Go
all
for
yours. Go.
So, man, I'm gonna start off with the obvious questions. Who is best pony?
Oh, that's such a hard question. I guess the main six, my favorite right now is Twilight Sparkle. I'm in love with Twilight Sparkle.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite pony too. Bro Hoof.
I totally love Twilight.
Well, we could say we kind of left Twilight in with the zombie.
Yeah.
Game, we could say that.
She could have died multiple times.
Yeah, we had capped her. She was infected. It was sad.
It would have been a lot worse if I was playing.
Yes, you would have been Twilight, and we would have incapped you. Period.
Because I'm that bad.
Fun times.
So, what was your favorite episode?
Oh, this is a hard question. I really like the season 2 finales. They were excellent. And Lesson Zero is a great episode. And of course, like Winter Wrap Up is just
Winter wrap up is always going to be the best.
I love Winter Wrap Up.
I love Lesson Zero. That's my top favorite out of everything. Until
I know
season
Lesson
3.
That is top right there. That is like in my top 3.
I mean, those are some top-notch episodes there. So how did you get into My Little Pony?
I have my brother to blame for that. He was he was obsessed with Pinkie Pie and basically started showing me bunches of clips and videos from it. Like the first clip I ever saw was the little bit where Pinkie's talking to like the different kind of ingredients, and Rainbow Dash comes in and is like, "Come on, Pinkie Pie, we gotta freaking go." And I just watched like that little clip of where he went crazy and was talking to the things. And I was like, okay, this is interesting, I guess. And then I watched him watch the second episode of the first episode, or of the second season, like the first two of those, the Discord episodes. And I was like, this looks kind of cool. So I went and I watched from the start to finish. And then I watched all of season 2 with him.
So you've got Brody family.
Yeah, my brother.
Lord, do I wish I could say this. My sister hates me for liking the show. Like, she says that she doesn't care, but I can tell that she hates me.
Yeah, I don't know. Me and him are super chill about stuff, so.
That's cool. I have family too that likes MLP, and it's my sister. And she's actually, I just saw her. I opened up the door real quick, and she's drawing Spittfire in paint with a freaking the stylus on your laptop, and I'm like, how the hell do you do that? So apparently she does. I'm like, you should make a Tumblr. She's like, what the hell's a Tumblr? I'm like, wow. So, oh well.
Actually, my sister's the one who hooked me up with MLP too. It's kind of weird.
I'm so jelly of all of you.
Ditto, actually. Like the closest, like away from the computer that I know, who likes. At least I'm pretty sure he likes My Little Ponies. During writing strategies, we were in the lecture hall, and one guy came in late, and I looked over. It was on the other side of the lecture hall, so I didn't get the best look of it. But I swear to God, he was wearing a shirt that said Brony and had Rainbow Dash, and I was like, shit.
So like, it's one of those moments where you just like take in a sharp breath, and the guy sitting next to you goes like, "Dude, what?" You just go like, "Nothing, nothing."
No, like.
Okay, so I want to ask something to Spittfire. Okay.
Yeah.
You were just, do you ever have that moment when you're just walking around and you see some guy or some girl with a Brony T-shirt? Have you ever like just walk up to them and try to give them a bro hoof?
I can't say I do that, but usually I have a moment of like I did this at school the other day. Somebody had like a vinyl scratch shirt on, and I kind of had like a little like mini heart like attack because I was like, oh crap, what if this person like knows my Tumblr? That'd be really freaking weird. And actually, I was at a Starbucks one time getting coffee, and I was looking at this board that had just little art and like art things that people just posted, and somebody had drawn a Starbucks pony. I was like, oh look, a Starbucks pony. And then somebody heard me say pony, and they were like, oh my gosh, we got all of our coffees have like different pony names on them. And I was like, oh, that's cool. Yeah, I do art and stuff like that. And they asked me a bunch of questions, and I showed them my art, and their moms were all like, oh, it's so cool. I can't believe you do this. Yeah. So I basically kind of, when I find out people like ponies, I use it as a way to just like solicit my art. So.
Here, look at my art. It's amazing.
Like, yeah, look at this art and become my fan, please.
Please buy my work.
Yeah, pretty much.
I actually had a moment that I was just sitting with my friend, and there was like a friend of another friend, and just like start talking, and then I noticed, wait a minute, what is that? It's like a Fluttershy T-shirt, and like is the Yay T-shirt that they sell on Hot Topic, and I just basically blunt bro hoof dude, and he was like, wait a minute, are you? And I was like, yes. And like we both started, he was like freaking out and stuff, and it's like it's really rare to find bronies here in my country, and that was actually the first moment I ever had like like bronies from school. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's only happened to me once, but back to the interview, if I may. So why did you choose to make a blog about Spittfire?
Because there was too many Rainbow Dash blogs.
That's very true.
They keep saying there's not enough.
Pretty much. It was a toss up between Spittfire and Octavia because those were my two favorite like secondary kind of ponies. And I was like, well, we'll do Spittfire because I don't know, I just feel like it should be fun to play around with story wise. I mean, they both would, but I don't know.
So
I know that from other interviews, you choose Spittfire because you wanted a character that would interact more with Rainbow Dash, right?
Yep.
Yeah. You're like, I don't want to really do a Rainbow Dash jungler, but I'm going to do a Spittfire one so I can get close to her.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, because there were like 75 Rainbow Dash blogs and
yep.
Like 5 Pinkie Pie, but you're just like, nope, I need to have Rainbow Dash, so Spittfire, and it's like, wait, what? But so what's going on with the new story arc on the blog?
Oh, my comic?
Yeah.
Like, what do you want to know? I have to like keep it sort of.
Oh, it's a secret.
Well, tell like what you
everybody.
want to really, if you can,
Yeah.
if you can.
It's basically about her life as a Wonderbolt and how basically she gets in and stuff like that. Like, it's gonna do a flashback. Like, if in the first part of the comic, it says time present. That's because it's gonna start flipping back from the past to the present.
Oh yeah, we're going back in time.
Yep,
Okay.
You're gonna see how she got in there in the first place.
This is going to be interesting. I want to see this.
Yeah.
I have this huge like web of her story. It's way too thought out for ponies. So.
No, you see, I think that's my problem, is that I don't think out my stories before I write them. I just kind of go like, well, I'm gonna write this as I go along.
Nah, I had it all. Like, I have a whole plan. It's pretty extensive.
Master plan is almost complete.
No, it's gonna take a little while.
It's pretty cool like, having your own take on the Spittfire story. I got a quick question here. For anybody here who is an aspiring artist or is just starting out on a Tumblr blog or DeviantArt or whatever, what kind of advice would you give them?
Don't compare yourself to anybody else, because you're just gonna get hung up on like, oh, I can't draw hair like this, or oh, I can't draw wings like this, and you're just gonna beat yourself up about not being able to draw like a certain person. You kind of have to find your own way. So back in the day, I really like I still do, but I really wish I could draw like Crooked Trees. Well, now he's cassette recorder, but anyway, the guy who used to be known as Crooked Trees, I was just kind of like in awe of his arts, and I'm like, oh, I wish I could draw like that. Like that would be the greatest thing like ever. And after I kind of got off, it's like, well, I can't really do that, and I sort of messed around with my own thing and found my own way, my own art style that apparently people like. So
it's pretty much exploded.
And also,
yeah.
One other thing I would say is don't get hung up on trying to be perfectly canon. Like, unless you're doing vector art, it's not gonna work. And I don't know.
So if I follow that advice, I've already failed. Ah, damn it! I'm done.
Why can't I draw like Stalker though?
Oh, why can't I be Apex?
Though the thing is,
Why
though,
can't we be all Apex?
Yeah, why can't everybody just be Apex?
man, the thing is, though, my mom paints and she draws too, and I'm like looking at it, it's like, fuck.
Can't draw.
Mom, can you draw some ponies for me? What? No.
I'll post it.
I went to
Also,
art
like,
school and
I'll give you credit.
And I suck at drawing, and I'm okay with the guitar, but I went to
Also,
a
it's
school.
like, I don't know. The last thing I would say is probably don't be afraid to fail. Like, I've had people like freak out over messing something up, but like everything you draw is gonna be a learning experience. Like, you're gonna try out new stuff, and like, this doesn't. You're gonna find stuff that doesn't work, and not everything is gonna be a great piece in the end, and that's just how it is. Like, not everything is gonna be perfect. It's not about that. Like, it's about learning little bits on the way. You know. Anyway.
All right.
So, like, when did you start drawing ponies?
About 10 months ago.
About the
I had
right
this-
time.
somebody asked me like yesterday, so
Where is that in relation to becoming a brony?
probably about a month after.
So it didn't take very long for you to decide, alright, I'm going to now draw ponies.
Wow, that's about where everybody's starting to become a brony. I became a brony around November, and everybody else, was it before December and all that?
Yeah, it was like right before December. So.
During the beginning of season 2, wow.
Yep.
I think I'm like
We're
the
all
latest
pretty
out
much
of
fresh
everyone
off the
here.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When did you get in, Nick?
In April, remember? A week before we all met.
Oh, shit.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. And like the week before we all decided to do a podcast.
You're so vain. You're so...
It's like,
I'm a noob.
Hey, I'm new here. Want to do a podcast? Sure.
Sure, I don't know anything about this fandom, but okay.
Pretty much, yeah. Like I was like shit. I've already been here for 5 hours. I can't drop out. Shit.
No, the people that just joined were what saw the derpy situation, and that's practically the biggest thing we have to say that are, because I'd like to separate like people joining becoming brony between season 1 and season 2. We're gonna have an explosion in season 3. I know that. So I like to say I'm a season 2 fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
But yeah, like
How and right after you started drawing ponies and posting them on DeviantArt, what happened?
It was slow at first, but I ran into a couple cool people, and they all promoted me, and overnight, I basically went from 25 followers to like 300.
Jesus.
Wow. Holy
Yeah,
crap.
like I had a couple cool people like help me out right away, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm forever in your debt. I love you all. Like, I also had people who like helped me out with art. Like the first day I kind of got into it, I like spent the entire day in a Skype call, like a private Skype call with the person who used to do Ask Misty the Wonderbolt. He was really cool, and he helped me out a lot, and he introduced me to a bunch of artists, and the person who does Ask Little Derpy, she promoted me, and a bunch of cool people like helped me out right away, and I got way too much credit for how I was like when I first started, but
They set the bar high for you.
yeah, they really did. Like, I was like, oh, I'm really not that good. Like, I was looking at my posts and it'd be like, oh, I have like 500 followers. Like, at this point, I'm like, wow, my art was not very good then.
Yeah, I've been following you for a while, and I have to say, it's gotten much, much better, but it's always been amazing. It's always been amazing. I love it.
I think you were like the first Tumblr that I actually followed.
Yeah,
It was
Really?
my first, yeah.
Well, yeah,
Cool.
because like when I got into the Tumblr ponies, like I follow I don't know what I followed, but like someone somewhere like linked me to a piece of art that you did, and I was like, "Where is this from?" And they gave me the link to your Tumblr, and I was like, "All right, I'm gonna get into Tumblr ponies now."
That's cool.
So, looking at the chat here, the random brony has one question. For like, with the Tumblr, like, how do you really start it off? Like, how do you get yourself rolling? In your own eyes.
You can start out how most people do, and they interact a lot with bigger blogs, like, basically, I don't know, you gotta ask questions and follow people, because, like, if you do, like, sometimes, or do fan art, if you start talking to people, like, they'll take notice and be like, oh, hey, like, oh, this like, that's what I do, like, if I see somebody with, like, a nicely drawn icon or something, and they're like, I see that it's like, ask, blah, blah, blah. Like, I go to their blog and check it out usually. Like, every once in a while I go through my followers and, like, click on people, because I don't usually follow back. I'm like, okay, let's see who might be good at art, and then I go through everybody and check out who else I'd want to follow. But yeah, you can also do fan art, and most people will, like, reblog fan art. Like, I always do. Like, if people draw me something, I go reblog it on my blog. I'm like, oh, thanks, and that gets you noticed too.
Oh yeah.
So-
Good advice.
So,
Yeah, for
Matt,
everyone.
do you? Sorry, what were you saying, Tedon?
Yeah, that's some good advice for anybody here who runs a Tumblr or is aspiring to run one.
So Amanda, do you have a favorite blog or an art style that you just like really adore?
Besides trees.
Yeah.
I really enjoy Aphex's style. JJ is great. Ask Princess Molestia is great every time.
Oh, Molestia.
I love Princess Molestia.
I love her too. She's awesome.
Like, there's so many people I really love. Like Dream, Ask Billy Twilight's great. I don't know, just everybody's awesome. I like, whenever I'm on my Spittfire Tumblr, like, because I have separate accounts, I just pretty much like everything on my dashboard because it's all wonderful. I'm just like, oh, I love everything. This is great. Another person I'm excited to see back is the person who runs Echo Wonderbolt blog.
Oh, really? She's back? Or
Yeah,
whoever?
she's back. I'm really excited to see what she's doing.
Wow, it's been forever.
Yeah. Yeah, they came back the same day I kind of came back with my comic, which was funny, actually.
She was in hiding.
Awesome. So, can you give me like top 5 favorite Tumblrs?
I don't think I can. To be honest, you're really, really hard to do.
I know.
I don't think I can do it. I love everybody. Can I just... everyone is amazing.
So how many follow?
What was that?
Yeah, you cut out there
Like,
for a
how
bit.
many people do you follow on your Tumblr?
On Spittfire, I follow about 200 people, and most of them don't post very often, so my dashboard is actually kind of quiet. But I follow about 200 blogs.
Wow.
How?
Nice.
Yeah, how do you like? You're probably on that constantly, just trying to get up all the updates and stuff.
Yeah.
I miss a lot of them, like, to be honest.
Yeah, like even with 88, I have problems like trying to figure out. Okay, who posted?
And I thought my 187 was a lot. Jeez.
Oh, jeez. Now,
Sorry, I just wanted to ask her one more question. I noticed in your live streams, when you're drawing art, is that when you're coloring in certain sections of the mane or the body, you color everything blue and then you change it to the color. Why do you do that?
It's not coloring it blue, it's using a select tool.
Oh.
Somebody doesn't know how to use it.
Hey,
Yeah.
you don't even draw like at all.
I don't draw, but I know how to use what is it called? I know what it is. I had to use it in high school.
Can't go say. Photoshop.
Photoshop, thank you. I was a king at Photoshop. I was making retarded pictures and then I get yelled at.
I'm kind of dumb though, so.
yeah, we're learning Photoshop right now. Like we're gonna get our Wacom pens this week, even though I could just bring my own. Oh well.
You use pens, I use mouses like a man.
Though,
Yeah.
here's a question from the chat. There are a couple here. I'm gonna start with Hipster Lou. What first inspired you to get into art and drawing in the first place?
I've kind of been like drawing and stuff since I was like a little kid, like not seriously. And I was really, really big into anime when I was like 10, 11, 12, and I drew tons and tons of anime, just like freaking, when I moved, when I was like 13 years old and I went through my room, it was like, oh my God, I never knew I drew so much, like ever. And then for a few years, I just like stopped. Like I didn't start drawing, like I stopped drawing from when I was like 12 until I was almost 16. And I only started drawing like then again, back when ponies was like, oh, these are cute. And I see all these people with like draw blogs and that looks like fun. I'm going to draw too because I know I'm not that bad. I can probably be okay at this. So that's why.
So, Ask Dem, which by the way, hi, asks a question. What made you decide to start the storyline on the storyline comic thing?
I love writing, actually. Like, for a while, I wanted to write movies and direct for like a really long time, actually. And I don't know, it's like I like it when blogs have more depth. So I decided to give Spittfire some meat, because I felt like, I don't know, just silly answers for like 6,000 followers is kind of lame. It's like, I need to actually do something.
I guess because you got like, 500 messages, and it's just like, I can't draw all of these.
Oh yeah, I have tons of messages and I'm just kind of like, nope.
Even though most of them is just like just like misspelling things all over the place.
Show me your plot.
Yay!
There's probably like 50 of those in your box, actually.
That's
Yep.
totally not me.
Yeah, then I was harassed one night by the gentleman in our call right now. I'm not going to name them, with one of your hentai pictures, and I was like, no, she's innocent, no.
Oh no! I've always drawn like bad things. I've always been like, I don't know why. Like when I was little, I would draw like people making out and stuff like that, and I'm like, I was a freaking freak of nature. Like,
Yeah.
like I was going through one of my sketchbooks from when I was like 10. I was like, oh, there's girls making out. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh,
No,
wow.
I thought I was crazy.
No, I've never been a really innocent person.
Overwatch MD asks.
Actually,
favorite video
sorry, Cinnamon, but can we actually start with Black Onyx Star first? He asked a question a while ago, and we skipped him a couple of times now. Sorry about that, but he asked, like, Amanda, what's your take on pony blogs that do non-pony pictures? It's a little vague, but like well, to me it's a little vague, but
I don't know. As an artist, you should be able to do whatever you want. Like, so many people get like pony stuck. Like, I don't know. As like, if you're gonna take art more seriously, I guess you should expand your horizons, and that's totally fine. Like, I see people on DeviantArt a lot. They're like, "Would you be offended if I started not posting ponies?" It's like, no, do it. Freaking post all of your art just because. I don't know. It's silly. You shouldn't have to like do that. Like,
yeah, like even
you should appreciate the artist for everything they do. Like, even if it's like not like follow for ponies or follow for art, you know. I don't know. And if it really bugs you that much, unfollow the person. Like, it's not a big deal.
Yeah. Instead of just like try and like attack them until they do it, probably won't work.
I actually gotten to a point that you have updated so little Spittfire blog but since you're constantly drawing and posting stuff, like, yeah, it's actually really nice that you stop working on Spittfire a little bit to work on more art, which is great because I can see you do different things, and yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Well, I couldn't really do updates because I got stuck doing commissions for forever. So.
Oh yeah.
My summer was basically I would get up and I would draw commissions. I would go back to sleep and get up and do it again.
Oh.
Wow. So how are the commissions going?
I have 2 left that are kind of just sitting in my queue, but that I really freaking need to finish. And but that's it. Like, I'm not current. Like, I've had to turn down a ton of people for new commissions because I'm working on prints for Kinderlot Gardens convention.
Cool.
So,
and if I'm not mistaken, you actually got a flood of commissions at one point, didn't you?
Oh well, yeah. I have a pretty active fan base.
Well, there's a good reason for that. If I had any money, I'd probably commission you, but unfortunately, I don't. Sucks not having a job.
My job's sitting on my ass, but I still get paid.
My job is drawing.
I had to quit my job because of damn college is 3 hours away from my job.
That sucks.
So yeah, well, back to Overwatches and Lazy Bronies / Random Bronies question. What's your favorite video game?
I really like playing Left 4 Dead.
Nice. Nice.
Yes.
Xbox 360 though I don't have my computer. My computer can't handle. My computer cannot handle. No, I have like a little crappy laptop. It cannot handle games like at all.
Aww.
And I started playing. Yeah, like as much as I wish I could PC game, like, because I really do. I really wish I could, but I can't.
We were playing it earlier.
My computer would explode.
My computer constantly catches on fire, but I always manage to get it out and keep going. It marches on like a trooper.
I also really, I don't know, I started playing Limbo, and I really like it because I like it for the artistic aspect.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I like how it's a puzzle game.
Yeah, I love Limbo.
It's like one of the coolest designed games on the planet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I was like, I'm just playing it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is just great to look at. I love it, and I love creepy things, so it's perfect for me.
Have you seen Braid?
Hmm?
Have you seen the game Braid? It has really good art. I really like the art on that.
No, I haven't, actually.
Really? I honestly don't know. I can't remember the point of it, but it has really good art. Anyway, keep going, Dash.
I think this might be our last viewer question of the interview here. If Spittfire could have Overwatch MD asks this, if Spittfire could have a pet in the blog, what would it be?
I don't know if I would give her. I don't know if I would trust her with a pet.
Oh god.
Spittfire is not responsible.
No, it's just the thing that I kind of made her a workaholic, like, so she'd probably,
I can see her having a fish and it just dying.
Yeah, like she wouldn't be there to like take care of it. So.
She just comes home from work one day. Bubbles, no.
Yeah,
It's like-
pretty much. Yeah, I feel like she's too busy of a pony to have a pet, but maybe in
Yeah. Like it's bad
someday
if
she'll get a pet.
Oh.
I don't know what I would give her though, to be honest.
though.
Cool.
Chupacabra.
What?
No.
A
Okay.
pterodactyl would be perfect. Because
Though-
it fits
Oh,
her
yes.
personality.
Though, personally, if I thought like, if someone would have a pet, I would find it bad if it was a small pet. I would find it bad if they come home and died from starvation. But I find it horrible if they came home and it died because it got stuck between the couch cushions because they sat on it.
Oh, damn, Nick! Come on.
You gotta be kidding me.
Shit.
It would even be worse if it was a fish.
Oh.
If a fish got stuck in the couch cushions.
Shut up.
No.
I don't know exactly. That you'd be a horrible pet owner if your fish got stuck in the couch cushions.
Yeah, that'd be pretty terrible.
Yeah. Oh.
You would
No,
lose
I'd
the
be
ability
asking, why the hell is there a fish in the couch?
Exactly. Like, how does?
Why the fuck there's not a bowl is beyond me right now. It's in the couch.
Yeah. See.
Seriously, you would just like
Lord.
lose the ability to can.
I wouldn't care how it died. I'm wondering why the fuck it's it out.
Exactly. See, bad pet owner.
Nick's the worst pet owner.
Yep. Well, actually, I'm the only. I'm wondering how how the cats at my house are being fed because I was the only one who did that.
Well, they've been stuffed and eaten now.
Yeah, probably. Probably eat down with the neighbors because
Those
they usually
Canadian
do that.
neighbors can be harsh.
Yeah.
They're gonna eat your fucking cats.
Happy Thanksgiving. Here's Twinkle.
Oh my god.
Our show has been degraded down to eating our cats.
You're welcome.
Oh, God.
I'm so sorry to the 2 viewers who just left.
All our viewers are just like, why?
Yeah.
All of our viewers just like, I can't.
Well, moving on.
Just rage quit. But yeah, moving on to. There's a. Since you're really famous and really well known in the Tumblr pond, in the Tumblr pond environment, you know.
Lake or an ocean. So fucking big.
Yeah, it's a really it's a big community, but it's a small part in the grand scheme of things. But there's a lot of drama and a lot of bashing on artists and other artists. What's your opinion on that?
I am so out of the drama loop. It's not even funny. Like, I will be on Skype or something, and people will be having an aneurysm about whatever, and I'm like, whoa, what's going on? And they're like, oh, blah blah blah, drama. I'm like, oh, okay, rolls away. I am not involved with any drama. I can't drama.
Yeah.
I'm-
Ditto.
Drama is everywhere ever since I went into high school, and it's been 2 years since high school, and it still fucking follows me. I get a phone call from some random person I went to high school with going, "You owe me money from the fucking 8th grade or whatever." I'm like, really?
I
I
don't know.
did get a phone call like that once. I swear to God.
Throughout my.
I do my best to stay out of drama. I try not to be, I don't know,
Yeah.
cause any trouble myself, and I stay out of other people's trouble. So
Yeah. Usually.
Lucky.
Yeah, throughout my high school years, I was able to get out of every drama. Whenever they went up to talk to me, it's like, so have you heard of that? No, but I have heard of this, and then do something random as shit. But the only time I couldn't get out of it was I was part of the backstage crew, and it was in the middle of a play, the evening play, and between two of the girls there, something went down. I can't remember what. It's been a while, but what happened was that. The person who was supposed to close, while everyone was out on the stage already holding up trees, someone was supposed to open up and close the curtain. They weren't there, and I was the closest one to the damn thing, so I was like, oh, fuck! So I had to run off stage, lean the tree up against the wall, run off stage, hit the curtain, run back on, and go up. The thing was, though, is that I fucked up and opened it at the wrong time.
Nice.
I opened up too early. whole scene early, actually. So go me.
Oh, man, somebody in the art department, knowing where I went to high school, would be dead.
Seriously,
But
though.
I'm out of that.
Yeah.
But no, now I gotta deal with drama in the army, so yay.
Who ate my last cinnamon bun? Was it used for beans?
You know, going on patrols and then having to yell at somebody who didn't bring enough 50 cal ammo, because we always bring over about 1,000 rounds, and then somebody doesn't bring that extra. We're missing 200 rounds, so somebody, since where I'm positioned, my ranking, I have to yell at everybody below me, which is about 3 ranks. So score. Somebody bitches at me, I get a bitch at them.
But yeah, I definitely threw this conversation into a tangent. Where were we again?
So I think
we're starting to go into the after show right now. Technically, we need to.
It's kind of
it's time to finish
wrap things up.
Yeah, it's time to wrap up the podcast.
It is tomorrow.
Yeah, so
on East Coast.
Well, at least for you guys on the East Coast. Amanda, thanks so much for coming on to the podcast.
Yeah, sorry for being late. I don't know. I didn't expect to be out. I thought it was going to end earlier, but it didn't.
No problem.
It's not a problem. We were able to talk about enough things anyway, so.
Yeah, like, family is more important anyway, so.
Family always comes first.
Yeah, brother
ponies.
bonding time.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I wish I could do that with my sister. But
Yeah, I can't do that.
Yeah.
So, Ragin, you want to wrap up the show?
It'll be my pleasure. Well, pretty much that wraps it up for this week's episode of CloudsDale Cafe. I would like to thank our guest, Spittfire, for coming on the show. It was a privilege to have you on, and it was fun.
Thank you.
So, if everybody that's still in the chat and watching this, if you're still hungry for more of the CloudsDale Cafe, check out our Tumblr, Facebook, and our YouTube page that we will have posted in the chat momentarily. But
And watch the after show.
yeah. But be sure to tune into the after show. We'll be playing games, talking, or doing whatever. It's a flip of a coin right now, or a roll of a dice, whatever. In a few minutes. So I've been your host, Ragin Pinkie Pie. My co-hosts are Nick.
Hello. I mean, goodbye. Shit. Fuck. I
Call me
screwed it
Dash.
up.
I bid you farewell.
Cinnamon Top, aka Steampunk Scootaloo.
It was a pleasure.
And we have Technic Shadow, who's not on the mic right now, but he is our mixer for the show. So, we are the
And our
CloudsDale
special
Cafe.
guest, of course.
Yep, we are the CloudsDale Cafe, and we'd like to wish you a good night. And tune in for the after show. It's going to be awesome.